What is really happening when you use spiritual tools like tarot or a pendulum or dowsing sticks? What is actually happening to create the energy for those things to work and to give you answers or clues or insights about your life? Stay tuned, and I'm going to share a little bit about that in this episode. Welcome to the Soul Alignment Mentor Podcast. I'm your host, Angie, and I'm inviting you to explore the depths of self-sabotage, limiting mindsets, and the beliefs that hinder our progress in life. Through intuitive messages I receive from my spirit team, I share profound insights to help you live authentically and break free from these limitations. Join me now as we uncover all the keys to living your best life. Welcome back. My name is Angie, and I'm your Soul Alignment Mentor, bringing you intuitive messages to help you align with your most authentic and highest self. So a lot of people are getting into spiritual tools and ways to connect with their guides, or going to get readings, or using different things to try to get messages from their spirit team or their higher self. And I want to talk a little bit about what is actually happening when you're working with spiritual tools. One of the first things that is really important to understand when you're working with a tool is that you have to understand your own energy. And so when I'm working with my clients, the first thing I always teach them is how to understand their own energy. Oftentimes, we think that we're picking up something from outside of us when really we're picking up energy from within us. And I want you to continually throughout this episode remember the saying, as within, so without. So the energy that you have within you is what you're going to see manifesting outside of you. So in order for you to get a clear message with any spiritual tool, you have to understand what is going on with your energy in the moment. Are you wanting something to happen really badly? Are you thinking things are going to go wrong? Are you worried about something? Are you excited about something? Is there something going on in your inner energy causing anxiety or fear? Whatever that might be, those are things to keep in mind when you're working with something, trying to connect with higher dimensions. Your energy will always be what things pick up first. So the first thing to do is work on understanding how to distinguish your energy versus another energy or your spirit guide's energy. One of the things that I do work on with my clients is learning how to be in your energy, how to feel your energy, how to sense it, how to know what your energy feels like. When you're able to do that, you're able to better work with these tools to get more clear answers. And this is something that I continue to practice as well, because sometimes it's hard when you really want something, or you're really worried about something, or you're anxious about something. That energy is going to show up in whatever form it can around you. So understanding when you're in a calm state, when you're in a place of like not really having any attachment or energy connected to what the message is that you're trying to receive, you can receive more of a clear message because you're going to be working with other dimensional energies trying to work with you in your energy field. My spirit team gave me this really cool insight a couple years ago about working with tarot cards. And I do use tarot in some of my readings when I use them, but I more so am somebody that uses oracle cards instead. And so it all depends on what you align with. But what my spirit team showed me one time was, as I was working with a tarot and I was shuffling and I was picking cards, there was a spirit, my spirit team, or the person I'm reading, spirit team, standing with me, watching the cards as I shuffle and aligning them so that they come out at the right time and for the message that is needing to be received. So everybody does their readings differently. Some of them shuffle, some of them have cards that flip out, some just pick a card. Whatever way, it doesn't really matter. You're still being guided by your spirit team when you're able to come out of your own energy and connect them with a different dimension. And so your spirit team is working with the cards, which is allowing you to get the message. But you do still have to remember that the energy that you have is going to influence these as well. So coming into a still space, calming your energy so that you can receive the message from a different source other than your own energy will give you a clear, more like clear reading basically. Now, the same thing is with oracle cards. If you are working with oracle cards, the same thing. Spirit is going to be giving you the messages that are going to align, but you also can be intertwining, like putting your energy in with the energy of your team, your spirit team. And so you have to be careful to not um, mix up your energy with your spirit team's energy when you are receiving a message. Now, the other tools that people might use are a pendulum. And so I have a couple pendulums here. And when I teach my clients to work with a pendulum, I always remind them that this is going to pick up your energy. I'm thinking about a client recently who was trying to predict the sex of their sister's baby. And when they asked, they kept getting that it was going to be a girl. Now, this person really wanted it to be a girl, so the energy was picking up in the pendulum what she wanted. So, in order to get a very clear reading with your pendulum, you have to come into a place where you have no desire to have your belief come out or what you want to come out, and you allow the pendulum to work with the spirits to be able to give you the accurate message. A lot of people try to use these and they get messages, and then maybe that doesn't end up being what it is. And it can feel like these things don't really work, but they do work. It's just you have to be very careful about what your energy is putting into that, because it will pick up. It's the same thing. You see these things all over now. This is the same thing. If the person has any kind of bias or is having energy, this will pick up the energy within that person and not necessarily the spirit team. So these are some things to keep in mind when you're working with spiritual tools, is how to get to know your energy versus the messages and energy that are trying to come through. So how do you do this? How do you get to know your energy? How do you come into a stillness within yourself? How do you change the ability to receive the message instead of influence the message? And that all starts by going inward. It all starts by spending more time in stillness, spending more time in the present, spending more time detached from outcome, releasing anxiety, healing old beliefs and mindsets. And for myself, the way that I've been able to do this, and I continue to do this, is through meditation, is by allowing myself to be still and get to a point where I'm kind of just present without having a big feeling of, bliss or excitement or sadness or fear or anxiety. When you're kind of just in that middle ground where you're just still and you're just at peace, that is where you want to work towards. A lot of people struggle to believe they can meditate, but the thing is about meditation is you're not trying to completely shut your mind off. You're trying to teach your mind how to be managed by the energy in which you are projecting outward. So if I'm constantly allowing things to cause me fear or anxiety, that means I need to teach my mind there's nothing to be afraid of. But that has to start within my nervous system. That has to start within my energy field in order to help impact my thinking and impact my mind, so I can calm down all of my mind, all of my nervous system, all of the vagus nerve that runs all the way down through my body. And this also connects to all of my chakras. So when I come to stillness, I am able to better receive messages in my intuition and with spiritual tools. So if that's something you would like more support on learning how to do, or if you're having a hard time releasing some old beliefs or old energies, feel free to reach out to me. I do one-on-one work with people. I do spiritual mentorship and healing work. And I'd love to help you to work on your energy and vibration so you can better connect with your higher self, your intuition, and your spirit team. Until we meet again, I wish you the best day, night, evening, whatever time it is for you. I send you all the universal love. Namaste.